Bim, guess what? We're live. And I've just purchased some petrol from this petrol station because I was desperately short of petrol. So I have purchased, and there's I don't know what's going on here, there's cars everywhere. It's absolute chaos tonight on the roads. Is this car going to put right across? No, it's letting me out. It's not letting the other car in though. So yeah, absolute chaos and carnage here on the older gamer. It's took me 20 minutes to get down my road to here. Then it took me a while to get petrol. Then there was a queue to get served, so it's been an absolute nightmare. No matter how you look at it, it's not great.
Recommendations you can...
I hope your day's going better. Splash and Dash 20 quid, 154.9. Completely miscalculated the petrol this week, so a quick Splash and Dash to get me to they better get me to still in Vegas and back again. Others had a fall for a little while yesterday, but not long. Right, nothing to worry about apparently, but when you're 88, everything's to worry about, isn't it? So yeah, it's 8 o'clock, 1800 hours, 6 o'clock.
Earth Energy, recommended by which
And it's
6 years running. On your radio,
news time.
Player, and on your
No other news today.
Radio X. This is Radio X News. From Global's newsroom at 6, the Prime Minister says the first King's speech in more than 70 years lays out a vision of a better Britain. King Charles outlined the government's priorities for this new session of Parliament, including a proposed smoking ban for today's children and laws to prevent disruption during strikes. But Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer says it's a plan for more of the same.
More sticking plasters, more division, more party first.
If I knew what his bloody plans were.
And no repudiation of the utterly discredited idea that economic growth is something the few hand down to the many.
Hundreds of people have gathered at a vigil outside Downing Street, marking a month since the Hamas attacks on Israel. They demanded the release of 241 people who are believed to have been kidnapped by the group. Hamas claims more than 10,000 people have died in Gaza in recent weeks. A man's been found guilty of killing a man in London after 39 years evading justice by travelling around Europe. Paul Bryan, who's now 62, is due to be sentenced next month after the stabbing in 1984. And it's emerged Hadrian's Wall also suffered damage after the Sycamore Gap tree was deliberately felled. A total of 4 people have been questioned in connection with the vandalism back in September.
So it's news that when a tree fell on an ancient wall, it got damaged. Wow, who knew? Oh dear me. Unbelievable. Right, we are so delayed already. It's unbelievable. Pardon more. To be fair, I thought the major delays and everything were caused by the flooding under the railway bridge, but there wasn't any. Because the amount of rain we've had these last few days is phenomenal. Also gutted as well, the black peas have finished for another year. And yes, I know I can buy them and cook them myself, but they're not the same as when you buy them ready cooked. Plus, they'd be like a bloody beach ball if I ate them all the time. Whereas at the moment I'm like a semi-deflated beach ball. Anyway, we've navigated dangerous traffic lights number 1. We're coming along Beach Hill to dangerous traffic lights number 2. We'll then go on to Spencer's Road and then have to figure out which way I'm going to go. I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't really know. Because there doesn't seem to be much traffic up here. I don't really know. I don't. Oh, hey, what's going on here? Roadworks. Oh, don't tell me they're actually going to put in another Pelican crossing here. That would be hardly surprising, but anyway, we'll see what's going on here. Is it just digging a hole? No idea what that's about. Here's the most pointless Pelican crossing, new Pelican crossing ever. Cars are ahead of us. Okay, I'm going to go straight on here, the reindeer, but then left at the Cherry Gardens roundabout. Rather than left here and then trying to get on to the A49 later on. I've already seen 2 houses today with Christmas lights up. I mean, I'm not impressed, but at least it's after bonfire night, so go with that. Just, it's a lot of money to spend lighting your house up when it's a bit early. Coming? No. Are they coming there as well? No. Oh. Okay then. That was a little bit quicker than I anticipated. That car was trying to turn right to there, because if they went down that road and then went to the crossroads that takes you to the roundabout and then gone left at the roundabout and gone to the Cherry Gardens, it'd be a lot quicker rather than sitting there for possibly 20 minutes. I said that all the cars, most of the cars in front of us have vanished. Something like a phenomenon. Something like a phenomenon. That's where we normally appear when we've gone down the 20-mile-an-hour bumpy road. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I've Got rid of most of the splodge as well. And hopefully now it's colder, we won't get any more splodge until spring when it starts getting warm again. At least that's the hope. Yeah, paid 154.9 and here it's 149.9. But I only did a splash and dash. I only put 20 quid's worth in. So. Oh dear me, I've got windy pops. Oh dear. Anyway, we're now heading, well, we're in Standish, we're heading towards the roundabout that will take us. Hey, 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 I was walking down the street. No, not that, eh? So the idea of this is it takes us to the A6 eventually, and then we'll get on the M61. I'm basically driving in the wrong direction from where I want to go, but I've just found this is a lot quicker. So although I'm using, while driving for a longer distance, I'm actually polluting the planet slightly less because I'm not sat in non-moving traffic. I've just tempted fate, haven't I? Goddamn fate. Going for it, okay. That going for it as well. That man's going for it as well, yep. Okay, what about that car? What's it doing? Oh, it's going for it as well. No, it's not. We'll go for it. There's quite a lot of hesitation and deviation going on to my right then. God, isn't it depressing how dark it is, whereas a few weeks ago it was still light at this time. I know it's what happens, I'm not stupid. It just annoys me, I just hate this time of year, even though it's my birthday on Thursday. Possibly prepare for the world's loneliest birthday party, which I seem to do every year. Just play games and get drunk. So here we are at bridge 63 as predicted. You can't read it anymore because it's dark. Well, you can read it on the camera. So over the canal as the lights change. We're already level with the lights, which means we were well clear. They've only just started to change now for the oncoming traffic, so that's fine. Let's see if we can drive on this road without curbing it. There's a lorry coming last week and I ever so slightly pooped myself. I think it was on this corner actually. And I may have slightly rubbed my tyre. Quite a bit of water on this road today. So yeah, we're doing 30, even though it's a 40, I think that's plenty. My God, like a river. So if you go straight on here, you end up at Hay Hall. And if you go left here, which is where the road goes, you end up going towards Blackrod and or Aspel. So I'm having a discussion in my head whether although to be fair, I was at the back of the line for the thingamabob. Has he got his main bit? He has. Absolute melon. Taking this, we're up to 40 now, to be fair. And of course, just turned off there. I didn't even know there was even a turn in there. Cripes. Decisions. Everyone's going around the corner from that one. Stuff it, I'm going to go around the corner, which technically is straight on. Go straight on is technically going around the corner. Wow, this is miserable, isn't it? This is Aspel. It's the old village centre, because the majority of the shops down here are Victorian or later, so I can imagine up there was the old Aspel and then it's kind of spread down the hill over time. Because most settlements are at the top of hills or next to a water source when they were initially created. So I'm taking a gamble of going this way because the last few years at the poachers there's been no queue, and I've got past and I've gone all the way through Blackrod and all that. So I'm kind of hoping that we are going to have a similar thing, but being part of the non-queue queue. Hope you're following this. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, etc. Just past the coop. That's where they keep all the chickens, apparently. Oh my god, look at all these cars coming this way. Oh my god. I've made a boo-boo. Tell me we're in stationary traffic. No, we're not. Oh yes we are. Oh my god. Yeah, I've messed up big time. I should have gone through Blackrod. Could handbrake it, I suppose. Doesn't work anymore with new cars. By new, I mean not 1970s cars. Right, we're going to wait here for a minute or two, but I don't mind because it means that the cars ahead can pull away and hopefully clear the Poacher junction. Building on the right that's doing the T-shape with the lights. They usually light up their windows at Christmas, but they're not on yet. I've said that, I think it might have changed hands recently. In any rush to catch up with anyone because we're going to get stuck behind them at the junction anyway. Plus I'm driving through puddles. I said we are catching them up because they're going slower. Again, they're probably like me thinking, well, there's no point rushing because there's going to be a line of cars that we're going to meet when we get to the Poacher. Just go past the old farmhouse. Past Chamberlain garage doors. Are they wishing anyone Merry Christmas yet? No, not yet. Okay, the queue's worse than it has been for the last few times I've driven past, but it's not as bad as I feared when I turned onto this road. Pretty much level with the ambulance station, which is just after this house on the right. So it's not dreadfully bad. I don't know, because my mother's been in hospital. I don't know whether she'll be up, whether she'll be in bed, whether she'll be awake, whether she'll be asleep, whether she wants to stay up tonight or go to bed early when the carer comes. So, oh, someone's at the bus stop there rather heavily. So the return journey may be earlier than normal, considerably, or I don't know what normal is anymore, I'll be honest. Or it could be later as tractor. Poacher. Oddly, no one in the beer garden. No one in the beer garden, shocker. Well, this white car's been very, very nice indeed. Let's go in, so I'll go. Wow. Water everywhere, not a drop to drink. So when we get through these lights, we'll be on the A6. It took 25 minutes to get here. Normally it takes about 20 minutes to get here, but I reckon we spent quite a few minutes trying to get through the first set of traffic lights after the petrol station. So other than that, it's not been too bad. Right, here we go, go. The cars have just come round the corner that I've just come round. Why didn't you go left earlier? That doesn't make sense. Any cars made it round? Yep, one has. This is the A6 heading toward the M61, which should take us to the M62. No, it's the M60, sorry. We've gone the M62, we've gone too far. Just doing 30, even though it's a 40. Weirdly, none of these cars are all close together either, they're all miles apart, which is a bit of a shocker. So we're on the roundabout. Now right now here, it's going to take a while to get going. Very cautious driver. Oh no, here we go. You can go. You can go. Okay. Right now you can go, definitely. There was literally nothing coming then. The cars were beating behind me. Right, we're on the motorway now. We can do more than 30 mile an hour. Unsurprising, the motorway is very wet. Let's be overtaken by a bus. Or a coach. Doing 64 miles an hour. Coach is shifting. the bridge under the bus shelter. Going under the bridge under the bus shelter. Traffic now. Three bright lights in lane 1. Lots of traffic coming the other way. Come up to the interchange section. Now we've got Matrix lit up. So we're doing 60 at the minute. And that's what the speed limit is, so we're alright, we're under the speed limit. Cars changing lanes ahead. So we're on 50. Not doing 50. Take him now. get 40, they get 60. That's not good. It's not what we need. I'm at the back of the queue. I don't like this at all. There's other cars coming behind me now, slowing down. Ugh. Yep. Cars on the right, i.e. not on the slip road, seem to be moving, so I think it's just this merging bit. Once we get on the motorway, we should be okay. So this is coming from the M61 onto the M60, which does eventually become the M62. Lane 4, which is currently lane 5, seems to be okay, and then it just gets progressively worse as you work your way across to us. So that's because obviously we're getting 2 lanes, this lane and the lane on the other side of the chevrons, merging into 1 lane. And the lorries are in what was lane 1 but now lane 2. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Just car let me in, yes it is. Nice car. So near as I can to the line, so it narrows down so no one can push in front of me. Report of blocked lane. There's at least 3 blocked lanes because I'm in number 1. I don't think that's what it means. In fact, it's probably a puddle. Bottom of this hill or something daft. Traffic on the other side seems to be a lot lighter than normal. Normally that is stationary. It seems to be going quite happily today. Slightly frustrating. I was about to say, we seem to be moving quite well lane 1, moving quite well lane 1 compared to other lanes. And then when you cut off, lane 2 just went. and go into lane 2 because there's a gap. Oh, there's a car there parked up. Was that the problem? In the words of Hong Kong Phooey, could. We're up to 30 mile an hour now, which is the fastest we've gone for a while. I must have thought that Merc was going to pull out between me and the lorry. Probably pull out between me and the car behind. It hasn't done. Right, we can now do 50 apparently, but we're only doing 35, but still faster than what we go on the other roads. So I wonder if it was that car that's caused all this. There's Merc again. Like not seeing what was going on ahead of me. Another parked up vehicle. Back into lane 2 again. Stay in this until we get to the roundabout. Or not. It's just opened up. We can do 60. Only doing 50. Cars, so we'll go on to line. Cars coming on the slip road then, so took the opportunity to lane 2 to give them room. Fans obviously in a rush. I thought them cars would stop then, I was expecting to see a crash. traffic lights. Well, they're only about with the traffic lights. Professional driving the van. He's off again. We're very slow at getting going here. Hopefully the car that was slow at getting going has got through then before it changed to red. So now over what I think is the M65 and becomes the M60 when we get on it, because we're still technically on the M60. That was a better getaway. That white van is going to try and cut across. Yep, it's indicating. God's sake. Reports of accidents, so 60 miles an hour. And normally this section of motorway is usually quite clear. Still says 60. Understand it though, because of the amount of spray, and this part of the motorway is known for flooding. Still 60 though. We're doing mid-50s. Wow, I don't know how that looks on the camera, but my god, this road's wet. Oh, there's a car. Looks a bit bashed up actually, to be fair. The number plate looked like it was hanging off. Where that car will go in. Right, end. So yeah, it is that car that we've just passed on the hard shoulder. Hopefully no one hurts. It's like a crash car on the other side as well, being loaded onto a low loader. Massive line of cars, all in lane 2, apart from one 4 ahead of me that's got into lane 1. It's insane. coming up now, then lane 1 does become a filter lane. But up till now, it wasn't. It was just lane 1 of the motorway, but everyone else seems to be uninterested in using it. This is where we go down to 2 lanes. Just keeping an eye on what's going on ahead. If you're listening to this and you're asleep, as people do, they go to sleep with this on in the background. Just remind you that the broccoli assassin is after you, and it's going to get you in your dreams. So be warned, the broccoli assassin is going to get you. So Manchester Evening News on the right. Doing 70. I'm going to stay in lane 2 because these cars are going to pull out behind that lorry into lane 2, which is currently lane 1. Yep, that's predicted behind me. But we're ahead of that lorry now, so we can go into lane 1. Keeping up with all this. To be honest, I'm not sure I am. Currently is not, and I'm only doing 70. Daisy Nook. That car's just been undertaken. That lane that car's in is lane 1. So we are in Ashton-under-Lyne. Less than an hour so far, but it's going to be just over an hour by the time we get to the car park at Sainsbury's. So welcome to Ashton-under-Lyne on Tameside. So we've got the Mickey Mouse Road layouts coming up. We've also got the church with the hole in it, the mosque, the car wash, and first on the left the Ford showroom. Interesting. So we're here 152.9. So we're going to go past the church with the hole in it, then the tower. It's above the clock face on the right. Obviously it's pitch black, so you probably can't see it. Mickey Mouse road layout. That's the mosque. Professional driver going for it. So to add to the fun, they put cones everywhere. This is genius. So we're now up the traffic lights. Go there with the hazards on. What's going on there? So now at the tram lines. It's a very bright light that car's got. I feel like I'm sat in front of a lighthouse. Yeah, the cars will be coming from opposite. Jesus. Right, should be how we go. Yeah, there we go. Down to IKEA. Right, I don't want to look because I've just paid 154.9 for petrol and it's 147.9 here, so it's only 2p cheaper than most other places. And to be fair, I didn't fill it up, so it's not a huge amount I've lost at 7p a litre. Probably about £1.50, something like that. Anyway, don't forget, I don't know what's going on when I get to our mother's. So she was in hospital yesterday, nothing too serious apparently. She had a bit of a fall, but nothing to worry about. They sent her home within a couple of hours. So, oof, on a theme that everything will be hunky-dory. What that car's doing. reversing? Why is it reversing into a space? That seems a bit pointless, really. But anyway, what do I know? So there you go then. Thank you very much for watching, if indeed you still are, and I will see you all later. But I say I don't know when. So bye.